Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Sagittarius for September 2021. Keep in mind, my friends, it's a general message, so take what you feel resonates for you and disregard the rest. Go about your day, but know that no matter what messages do come through today, it's still up to you, your active free will, the choices you make, and the steps you take in this world to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. And to me, that's personal freedom, it's personal power. It lies at the tips of your fingers, not the soles of your feet. So use that power to do wisely, my friends, because it's something that only you can do, right? Other people can't do this for us. So before I get into the reading as well, I just want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you'd like to see more of this at the end, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. Let me encounter your energy more often. I'd love to have you along this journey with me. So guys, as well, if you do like the video, help me out. Smash the like button. Help circulate this. I truly appreciate your support. So I'm also going to call on Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and my team of light today, as well as Archangel Metatron, and any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective. I invite them to join now to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you guys who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the highest good of the entire collective. Okay, so no second-rate messages here today, and hopefully as most far-reaching as possible. So again, I do just want to say that if this doesn't feel like it's for you, don't make it fit, but also know that we could be picking up on situations that are from the past life, something that's happening now, or something that hasn't happened yet. So just keep a discerning mind, my friends, and an open heart is what I heard. So I have the Dragon Oracle here for a little bit of spiritual advice, going further from our Dragon, I keep hearing Dragon Warriors. For every reading, I just want to hear Dragon Warriors, but for our Dragon Spirit Guides here today, what messages should we know from the Dragon Realm? What spiritual advice do you have today for Sagittarius, please? I think I just saw the green dragon, but I'm not sure. I heard follow your heart too. It'll lead the way. Spirit, what messages do you have for Sagittarius or anyone watching here today, please? I heard take your time too. Okay, so interestingly, I fell out like this. The one that flipped over was the orange dragon, and it says it brings soul families and communities together, and this looks like a celebration. This looks like this dragon, he's about to hang up all these lights, but he also has the magic in his hands. So this guy spreads belonging, warmth, oneness, and brings people together everywhere. You have the deep blue dragon, says keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk on a path of light. I feel like as well, just from these two, Spirit's going to be bringing you soul family, or if you haven't been able to see your friends and family for a while, maybe it's time to schedule a get together as well, is what I'm hearing. But you have the orange gold dragon from Arcturus. With the earth and fire dragon, for some of you, I definitely feel it's really important right now. There's so much fire in everything to really, I heard, honor and maintain your sacral chakra. So for some of you, this may be meditations. For some of you, I heard cleanses. For some of you, this is eating orange food, okay? Supplying our body with the nutrients that it needs to help fire our soul. So with this earth and fire dragon, it works with you to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. It is time for service. When you give, you receive. And the last one that we have is the orange gold dragon from Arcturus. Opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. So as well, I feel like for some of you, if you're meeting new people, you may have a really profound and lasting effect on them, is what I heard as well. But there may be some really instant soul recognitions happening for you at this time, because Spirit's like, you know what? We need you to be with your family. We need you to be with your soul family. We need you to be with like-minded individuals that are going to help you grow. I also heard there's something about being carefree here. So Spirit is asking me, I want to read one of these cards, but I'm going to go with this deep blue dragon. It's the only one that is a little bit different, but I feel like it's really important right now when Spirit's saying, hey, it's time to give your service. this is because there is qualities in you that the world needs right now. So it's really important to harness that fire within you. But definitely this orange, some of you again may want to wear orange, you may want to eat orange, you want to imagine yourself being surrounded with orange white light. For some of you as well, they're asking me right now to get you guys to breathe in. So if you want to do a quick little thing with me before we do this, we're just going to take 3 deep breaths in. And as you do this, I want you to imagine white light coming down through your crown and breathing in orange light into just under your belly button, okay? So we're going to do this 3 times. We'll breathe these in, and each time we're going to breathe out anything negative, inauthentic to us, and then we'll bring any blocks to the sacral as well, okay? So take your shoes off, spread your feet apart, imagine your toes burrowing down in to the earth's core, feeling grounded, pulling that energy up, and really, really feeling connected to the earth. So let's take our hands apart, close your eyes, take a first deep breath in, drawing in white diamond light down through your crown, and breathing in orange, beautiful, sacred, sensual, sexual, and creative energy. Breathing out anything that's inauthentic to your being now. Hearing a lot of love too. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay, so second breath. Breathing in love and light, and allowing ourselves to shine, and removing anything in our worlds and in our aura. Let's stop this shine. And one more time, guys. Spirits cut my throat. I'm breathing in love, breathing in creativity and joy, and imagining this to swirl around in your sacral to help bring you alive and dance with joy. And I want you to place your fingers or your hands down under your belly button, right above that sacral. And I want you guys to breathe in and say, I love myself. I honor myself. I cherish myself. And I create with happiness and joy. And with this exhale, release any stagnant or blocked energy that is there. So I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened in my throat. I really feel like Spirit cut me off. There could be some places in your world where, whatever it is, trust the process. Some of you may not have 100% faith in the process. I think, though, that it's really important for you to harness and cultivate this Kundalini energy, to really, really work on, I heard out, balancing out your chakras as well, okay? So for some of you as well, while I was doing that, I picked up like reproductive issues. For some of you, I feel like if you're having trouble getting pregnant or maintaining a pregnancy, what I'm hearing Spirit saying is you may want to do some Reiki for your sacral chakra. This is your creative force. Okay, this is the place where, especially if you are a woman, right? Men too, because our seeds come from this. But this is sort of the place where, especially if you're a woman, this is your womb space, right? So this could be a figurative womb, as in there is something coming to gestation, there's something that you would like to do, but I definitely feel you're called to do something. And there's definitely something here with the sacral energy. Definitely feel like there definitely could be blocks. This orange dragon, for some of you, this could be pregnancy right now, that Spirit's bringing in your soul family. And your babies, let me tell you, they're your soul family. You've had those little beautiful angels, their souls in your lives for centuries. And hopefully you'll have them in your lives for centuries more, just in different situations. So soul family is coming in, but it's definitely time for you to be in service and to act from the heart in a place of joy. So I'm going to read to you quickly the deep blue dragon from the book that's here to keep you safe and clear your pathway. So it says, deep blue dragons work with Archangel Michael, the angel of strength and protection. Dragons can delve into a deep sense of matter in a way that angels cannot. They can clear and transmute lower frequencies up to 1 kilometer around those who they work with. These frequencies may be our emotions and thoughts, the emotions and thoughts of people in our vicinity. Many of us are very sensitive and do not realize how much the vibrations of others impact on us. Every time we walk in a crowd, we are in a sea of mixed energies, and these deep blue dragons are master clearance experts. They blow away the foggy vibrations, and then Archangel Michael can easily connect with us and place his deep blue cloak around us. Many of you, it may be really helpful to call in Archangel Michael to ask him to protect you. For some of you as well, as I heard, forged in the fire, and Archangel Michael carries that huge giant shield and sword of protection, and I feel like ask him to help you out with this, to take away your fears as well and your worries, so that you can go about living your world in the ways you know you need to without a fear of doing so. This card is suggesting that you call in the deep blue dragons to protect you or your loved ones. Visualize a protecting army of deep blue dragons gliding in front of wherever you walk or drive. Let them precede you in your home or your office. Ask them to dive into the ground below your house to consume all over lower energies. Ask them to keep an area of 1 kilometer around you totally clear. Relax and trust this is happening. Because the deep blue dragons are transmuting the lower energies of those in your vicinity, you are no longer moving through the dense energies of other people. Notice how much lighter and happier you feel. You can serve the planet by asking deep blue dragons to dive under your shopping malls, schools, big buildings, or anywhere you feel they are needed to consume dense energies. For some of you as well, this dense energy could be these blocks to the sacral, because, and there it goes again, my throat, as soon as I start talking about the blocks to your sacral chakra. So there just may be some healing here, because I think Spirit really wants you to act in service, is what I heard. And I'm gotten back to this orange gold dragon that says it's opening you up to the knowledge of the golden age. But it also says you're carrying the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. If you're blocked, and if your joy is blocked, if I almost heard your happiness center is blocked, it's going to be really difficult for you to be that guiding light. So carrying the energy of the future, not staying stuck or stagnant in the past. For some of you, again, I definitely feel like baby, because carrying the energy of the future can mean a lot of different things, but carrying the energy of the future also could mean that there is a beautiful little masterpiece growing in your belly. So if it resonates and you'd like to let me know, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. If not, totally okay. But it's always interesting to find out how these messages resonate for you guys. So let's find, I have the Past Life Oracle, and you got male, female here. For some of you, I feel like there's definitely a duality here. Okay, this is the polarities within ourselves. For others of you, I feel like this may be, you may feel a bit out of your element, and where I'm hearing is kind of like it may be your first lifetime in a while as this particular sex, okay? Because we've been men and women in lots of different lives. We've been more than just one. So our soul, so to speak, is genderless. Our soul couldn't, okay, here's how I say it. Our soul doesn't care about societal belief systems on what it means to be a man or what it means to be a woman. Our soul is just who we are, and it's non-binary. So there's a lot of this here, I feel like, it might be really helpful and important for you as well for the next little while to see things and try and see things more in a non-binary way. Okay, I want to get a little bit more here, but I think definitely you could be also being asked to see something or perceive something from a different point of view than you're usually looking at it by. Forgiveness is here as well with these beautiful white doves. Let's find another one, please. Spirit, we have food and hunger, and we have finances here in the reverse. For some of you, what I heard as well is like the idea, especially if the baby is an idea right now. For some of you, this may not be as a welcome as others, because if you're going through food insecurity and financial issues, the idea of having another mouth to feed and another person to take care of is very, very daunting. I feel like Spirit wants you to know, though, that opening up to your gifts is going to make sure there's enough. Finances are not the only measure of success and abundance in this world. However, I do feel like there may be some lessons being learned here on terms of food and hunger. Some of you as well, I may be feeling, or I heard you could be learning to cook your own meals, or this is something that, I apologize for that noise, guys, but cooking your own meals could actually be something that could help you save a lot of money, okay? Or finding things to cook from scratch more so. So this is even, you know, instead of buying the muffins from the store, make your muffins at home. Instead of, I almost want to say bread, but it would be a whole lot more nutritious. This is making do with what we have and substituting where we need to. There's forgiveness here. For some of you, I definitely feel like as well. This forgiveness could be you needing to ask for it. This forgiveness could be you needing to give it in your heart. But I feel like there's a lot, because it seems to be tied to this male-female, and I think it's because it's seeing the perspective differently. So there could be a situation right now where, you know, you in and it's very seeming past life, to reset karmic balances, you're learning lessons now that may be changing a lot of perspectives for you, and creating new opportunities and changing the energies and helping you to see forgiveness, because you've now experienced it from the other point of view. So you hear sometimes with the truth, there's more than two sides. It's my side, your side, and in between what actually happens. And I think that this is where that whole truth lies, and in between. There's a song called Blue on Black by Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and Five Finger Death Punch covered it, but it talks about truth lies in between. And it's because we all are coming from a place where we have our own perceptions, right? So let's even go with ghosting, okay? It's just one example, but something that maybe we've been through. If one of us, so if there's people in relationship, partnership, friendship, whatever it is, maybe all of a sudden our friend or someone stops talking to us and we're ghosted and we're really upset, right? And then, you know, we can't believe that person would ever do that to us. And then the situation goes flip side, where there's a place where either we can't find the words to say it, they've upset us so much that we're cutting them off, or we need to take that time to ourselves. And there may be a point in here where, rather than seeing it as an anger with this person for ghosting you or not communicating how we feel we should, there's the turning of the tides, realizing, you know what, there's always more to the situation. If, you know, it's hard because you hear a lot about people saying, well, you know, you just tell me that you're busy, and then they'd understand. But I think there's a point in other people as well, they may not understand that even that, sometimes when you feel like you need to be alone, even taking that time is something that's really hard. So I feel like as well, they're really bringing me, okay, like to avoidant kind of behavior. And that kind of thing where some of us would be really upset and take this all really personal because we haven't got a response. if somebody else is avoiding it, if it's an avoidant thing for them because of trauma or something like that, this is where I think like we need to give them a little bit of forgiveness. It's not easy, no, it's difficult when we're not getting answers for people, but I also get kind of like when people kind of do that, it's this understanding for us too that we just need to give them space and let them come to us. If people are meant to be in our worlds, they're going to be. So that was just an example that I kind of came to mind, but it could be a lot of different things. Okay, there could be forgiveness too on your parents' parts as well. For some of you, I feel like food security may have been difficult growing up, finances were definitely an issue, and this is where a lot of times when we become parents, we start to see our parents in a whole new light and realize they were doing the best they could, because now it's your turn to put food on the table. It's your turn to put a roof over everyone's head and trying to make sure that everything goes smoothly when you still have your adult world. Okay. Oh man, Spirit's funny today. There, if you guys have ever heard, I think it's by The Pursuit of Happiness, it's called I'm an Adult Now. It's like, I got the problems of an adult and a head on my shoulders, I'm an adult now. This is where, and there's a part in it about knowing why his parents drank, and he's got his own reasons to drink now. I think I'll call my dad up and invite him. I think that's where there's this flip switch, okay, that lessons are really being learned here. Blocks to finances, though, part of me feels like this could even be that sacral energy that's blocked, because there's something that some quality that you have or something that you're meant to do, that you're meant to share with the world. And I do believe that once we let go of those blocks, these financial blocks are going to open up as well, because you're creative and you're putting out that energy. One more card about these finances, please. Coming out, with food and hunger is not surprising. Knighthood. In a past life or even in this life, you may have been a knight, but you may always feel like you have to be the knight in shining armor to save everybody else. You know what happens though when we do that? Nobody comes and saves us, because we're the ones always saving people. We gotta save ourselves. So I also think they're telling me to grab the book for you on that with knighthood. It took me right to persecution as well. Once a knight, always a knight. You receive this card as validation of your inner knighthood. Whether you're a man or a woman in this life, you have the heart and mind of a knight. Most likely you've had long and fascination with tales and images of knights. You may collect knight figurines, decorate with knight-related artwork, or even dress up as a knight during costume parties. In relationships and careers, you're drawn to defend those who are weak or vulnerable. You may choose a profession that puts you into a guardian or protector role. It's essential that you only work for organizations that you fully believe in. As a knight, you're loyal to those who earn your respect, otherwise you're not happy. That definitely makes sense here as well, and this could be feeling responsible as well, wanting to help people. I definitely feel like as well for some of you, again, I'm getting like it would be really helpful and healing for you to like volunteer in a soup kitchen or like a food bank or something like that, or even, what I'm hearing is if I heard little old ladies, but it's not just little old ladies. If you have, elderly people in your community or neighbors or your family, if you have people who maybe struggle a little bit, every once in a while, making an extra batch of cookies or an extra loaf of bread, or for your older neighbors, I almost feel like some people say, oh, you wouldn't want to, okay, this is some people, me. I'm saying, if you have leftovers, keep one and put it in the freezer. Like say shepherd's pie or something like that, where you've got a little bit extra and you're not going to use it, you can always take it over to that neighbor and say, hey, you know what, I've got this, would you like it? And maybe there's a little bit of pride there, but I'm also feeling a lot about the older generation that, especially if they're living off of if there's not a lot of retirement savings and they're living off of, their subsidies and things like that, money is pretty tight. So you never actually know what that might mean to somebody who's experiencing food and hunger. And as well, I heard like there's a lot of embarrassment here of not wanting to talk about it. If you've ever experienced hunger as well, or like I said earlier, food insecurity, this is a real place where if you have more than enough now, we give. I'm getting really emotional about it, and there's forgiveness here as well. So I think this may also be where this forgiveness also needs to find its way back to you. Grace is a beautiful thing, and giving ourselves grace for the things that we feel like we didn't do right is one very powerful step on the road to recovery and the pursuit of happiness, is what I heard. So the bottom of the deck here is communal living. It was in the reverse. Some of you, I even feel like you may be living with parents, or you may be living with loved ones to try and save some money, try to help them out with bills as well. And what I heard with that as well is, you know, taking turns with the food bill, taking turns, I heard budgeting. Kind of working together. So, if that makes sense, hopefully it does. I'm going to grab now the Cat Tarot and find some tarot wisdom for you, please. What messages would you have for anyone watching Sagittarius right now? What messages or tarot wisdom would you like to share, Spirit, for September 2021? September 2021, what messages would you like to share for Sagittarius? Thank you. So you have at the bottom is strength. Here you roar. You see on his collar as well the infinity sign there. He's got his mouse, right? He's going to show the whole world that he has been successful. So you also have in the stack of cards that fell, this being the Cat Tarot. I love that the devil here is a dog. Some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn, but I feel like as well, there's loyalty here. There's playfulness, and I feel like I just hear like shake paw, right? Shake paw. We'll find out more. You have the Hanged Man. This is, oh man, you got strength was the bottom. The Devil, which is Major Arcana 2. The Hanged Man, which reminds me of that poster. Hang in there, baby. The Two of Swords. Making a decision. I heard waking up from slumber. The Page of Wands. So this could be a younger fire sign as well around you. This could be you, the Page of Wands. So Wands is your fire, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. But I feel like it's it's a first step. For some of you as well, there may be magic. For some of you, I would hope not, but some of you I heard like a darker magic as well. I heard black magic. There may be forgiveness around here as well for that as well. Only reason I heard that with the devil, and I'm not sure why. I think it's because you have the Magician here with this Page of Wands. Somebody's wanting to, some of you could be wanting to learn magic is what I heard. So what I want to just caution you guys about is, in terms of how you practice, it's you. It's the energy you have behind you. So I personally, the idea of light and dark, it's within all of us. And regardless of whether or not some of us are trying to practice dark magic or trying to practice light magic, I think that how we're feeling at the time and our intentions are really important. So if you're trying to do something or trying to exact revenge on someone, this is coming from a darker place. What I'm hearing is the law of three, the law of cause and effect, or the rule of three, the law of cause and effect, and remember that things come back to you, and I heard tenfold. It is threefold as well, but I think that it's really important to really question the energy that you're putting out. This message has been a lot about forgiveness, so if there's a place where we're thinking about exacting revenge and getting revenge on someone because we think they've done us wrong or we think they've done us dirty and we're hoping bad things happen to them, are we any better than what they've done to us, right? This is the question I think we need to ask ourselves. There's nothing wrong with venting. If you need to get it out, write out your feelings. But I think this is where, rather than exacting revenge, rather than wanting to control the situation and make something happen, this is where we need to just kind of like keep to ourselves. If you need to take a nap, that's fine, but get your mind straight on the situation, so that we're making decisions that aren't coming from a place that a toxic place. Okay, so for some of you, I heard this dog, while the devil can represent our addictions, our fears, and things like that, and negative manipulative energy, this dog is loyal. So where the cat loves you and the cat wants to, this dog is loyal. This dog will stay by your side. There is 3 as well there, with the power of 3. So I feel like as well, there's loyalness, there's been faithfulness on this. If it is a Capricorn, those are really big qualities in a Capricorn as well. There's this Hanged Man, this decision also to me as well says, you know, there may have been decisions I heard that you feel that were made that were out of your control, and this is where going forward you're wanting to make sure that you're making the first move to be able to make things happen. Underneath the Strength card I saw is the Lovers as well. So you could have a Leo. This could be a Leo. You could have this could be a Gemini. Sagittarius. Right under there was Temperance. The 6 of Wands. There is success for you. For some of you with that Lovers as well, if it's not a Gemini, it could be a twin, is what I'm feeling as well, like a twin flame. It could be a lot of different things here, but the way this karmic balance is flip-flopping does bring to me thoughts of twins and our karmic blueprint as well, but the spiritual blueprints that we have and the karmic lessons that we've all been here to learn. So here with this infinity symbol as well, especially if it resonates for you on the Lovers, either being a Gemini, Capricorn, or it being a partner of yours, or it being a very spiritual connection. What I heard here is it's best to make those decisions that are right for you, because both of these cards are about making a decision. The 2 of Swords is often blind, and this cat's not blindfolded, but he's sleeping. His eyes are closed. He's not looking while he's yawning. So I think as well that to know that some of these questions will come to you in answers, and come to you while you're relaxing. These answers to your questions will come when you're taking the time out for just yourself. So not trying to make any hasty decisions here. For some of you, once forgiveness is kind of made and you're wanting to move forward, it's just making sure you do this in the most loving and kind way possible. Spirit, can you tell me about the Magician? What's being manifested? What's being manifested? Once forgiveness comes. The forgiveness is important. Not holding grudges, right? If things didn't work out with someone, it may be because it wasn't time. It wasn't supposed to be them. What I heard is I heard catalyst for change as well. Sometimes the people that we want in our lives so bad, they're catalysts for change. We have the 3 of Wands. I almost heard like it's waiting for your turn with the 7 of Bowls, 7 of Cups. The bottom is the Page of Pentacles. So this is 2 pages too. I think where it's in terms of if there's anything. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Pentacles was underneath that too. You can see. You definitely could be wanting to offer something or have an offer coming. Both of these, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, both of these are unsure and suspicious, maybe curious about the offer as well. So somebody I feel like is waiting for their turn to choose, for their turn at excitement. Somebody is knowing that their happiness is out there. I heard also there's lots of fishes in the sea. I'm going to read the book for this Three of Wands, though. Let's see. Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands says, at the confluence of inner balance and our outward connections to the world, the Three of Wands promises something new on the horizon. Sometimes we can see everything wonderful that is right in front of us, but sometimes we have to turn around to shift our perspective. With concentration and focus, the big picture shifts more clearly into view, and growth and good fortune are within grasp. Note the triangles on the wallpaper suggest the sails of ships as they hint at new adventures on the horizon. Interesting. So definitely what I was saying is I feel like getting again that sacral energy into balance is going to create a lot more opportunities for financial growth. That's also what this card suggests too. New opportunities are on the horizon. You can't quite see them. Some of you may want to be just waiting your turn, but focusing on these sailboats, focusing on the forward movement and always looking up and moving forward, so that if there has been issues from the past, again, how do we move forward? Especially if it's finances, we learn from those things. So for some of you, what I'm hearing, okay, I heard cut up your credit card. This is put it away, don't take it out with you. So if credit cards, unfortunately, these kinds of days, quite often we need them for things, but rather than, if you can't control yourself on them, if we're needing to forgive ourselves for overspending and things like that, cutting up that credit card might help. But like I said, also just not taking it with you, leaving it somewhere at home, so that when you're going shopping, unless you know you're going to need to use it, to keep it at home so there's less likelihood of adding more and more things. I heard online shopping is the place where that's going to be a little bit more problematic. But wow, we're at 36 minutes, guys. It's a long time. But with this, I just feel like it's not about retail therapy, okay? Don't go looking for the next shiny thing. You want to go looking for the next real thing and what feels the most good to you. So there is, I heard with this Devil, this Capricorn energy, there is something very loyal, but some of this could be too, this stuff, this energy, especially if it's to do with financing. I heard some of us could be pretty loyal consumers, so this is where we need to be a bit more loyal to our financial pocket, if that makes sense. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope it resonated. I hope that you guys have a wonderful month, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.